Ruger Security 380 Light Rack. Is it underappreciated in 2025? The Ruger Security 380 Light Rack Pistol is a compact double-stack magazine-fed pistol chambered in 380 ACP. It is 6.52 inches long, 4.35 inches high, 1.02 inches wide, and weighs in at 19.7 ounces unloaded. The firearm has Ruger's safe action trigger. It has a thumb safety and a trigger safety. The barrel is 3.42 inches long. The sights are a high visibility fiber optic front sight with an anti-glare rear sight. Sights are replaceable. The firearm has a capacity of 10+1 and 15+1. The pistol is internal hammer fired with a locked breech action to try to help minimize recoil. Okay, we have 15 rounds in one of these magazines, so 380's getting a little 5-shot bump in there. Here we go. This is the Ruger now Security 380. This is the 380 version of the Security 9 platform. Other than the slide that's been lightened a little, and it being given Ruger's light rack setup, and being chambered in 380, it's otherwise the same as the 9mm. Center target of our top target now. Now this is internal hammer fired as opposed to the external hammer fired on the P95. And what that means is it has Ruger's secure action or safe action. I get Ruger and Glock confused on that. It's one of the two. It has Ruger's trigger, which is sort of a hybrid between a single action and a double action trigger. It's supposed to give you a more consistent trigger pull from one round to the next, very similar to, say, a striker fired pistol. Let's see how it does now. Safety works. Oh, if we put a round in the firearm. A little low on this one. That's just the difference in the sights. I'll aim up a little bit. I was doing the combat, or 6 o'clock low. Now we'll do the combat sighting. Still a little bit low. A wider group out there. A lot of the group difference is the sights on these firearms. The Security 380, while it has this nice high visibility sight, for me personally, the giant diameter on this filament negatively affects how pinpoint I can get my groups. That's just me. I haven't changed the sights because it's very easy to see that high visibility sight, which is a plus. Here are the sights that I mentioned. That front fiber optic sight has a very large, high visibility, easy to see fiber optic on it. It's a little larger than I would prefer on a front sight, but with it being a high visibility and a firearm probably designed to accommodate your aged shooter a little more than most firearms today, it's a good match for this firearm in my opinion. The trigger on the Ruger Security 380 is Ruger's secure action trigger. Off my gauge, it comes in between 5 and 5.5 pounds. It does have a Glock-style trigger shoe safety on the trigger. In addition to that trigger shoe safety, it has a thumb safety on the left side of the frame. The firearm also has a naturally balanced sear with significant engagement and a strong spring tension, and a hammer catch that help prevent the hammer from contacting the firing pin unless the trigger is pulled. Cleaning and maintenance is another area where Ruger has leaned into that easy label. The firearm is very easy to field strip, requiring no tools, and you don't need to pull the trigger to do that field strip. Yet another area that Ruger has leaned into the easy label is with the magazines. Both the 10 and 15 round magazines are very easy to load, especially compared to other popular pistols, like say the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Both magazine sizes also help accommodate a shooter get a full hand grip on the firearm to help maximize control. With easy to see sights, a consistent, easy to use trigger, a high capacity with the double stack magazine fed nature, the Ruger Security 380 is an excellent firearm for home defense, personal protection, and recreational sport shooting.
Yeah, with the right hand target.
Comparing the Ruger Security 380 versus another popular 380, in this case the LCP Max, we can see that the compact size of the Security 380 has it noticeably and significantly larger than its pocketable brother, the Ruger LCP Max. Against another popular micro-compact double-stack firearm, in this case the SIG P365, we can again see that the Ruger Security 380 is the larger of these two firearms. Comparing the Ruger Security 380 against a compact double-stack magazine-fed 9mm firearm, like say the CZ-P09C, we can see that the Security 380 is of a comparable size to that CZ-P09C, where the C stands for compact. With a barrel length of 3 3/8 inches, the velocity of the ammunition that we've tested out of the Ruger Security 380 is very consistent with another pistol, like say the Glock G28 with its 3.4-inch barrel. That 3 3/8 inch barrel is sandwiched in between the LCP Max and the ADX Cheetah, meaning I would expect to see the penetration and hollow point expansion of rounds fired from this firearm a little better than we see from the LCP Max, but not quite at the level that we see from the ADX Cheetah. Let's see if we can at least put some hits on the Queen of Spades now with our Security 380. Here we go. Okay, I can see I hit it at least a few times.
He's dancing, you're dancing, Fred.
What you got on with these, Fred?
Yes, come on, you show him. Boy, look at you. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy.
Oh, we got
Circling back to the question we asked in the intro, is the Ruger Security 380 Light Rack underappreciated in 2025? At least in my book, I think that's a big yes. The Ruger Security 380 has pretty much all of the easy bases covered. It's easy to shoot, easy to rack the slide, easy to load the magazines, easy to field strip and maintain the pistol, easy to see the sights. It's even easy on the wallet. At least going by my local big box store prices, it's the second cheapest 380 in the list. And if I compare it against that lowest option, everything other than deep concealment, it is significantly better, at least in my opinion. So while the Ruger Security 380 might not be the new hot 380 on the market, I think it might be one of, if not the best 380s on the market today. It is excellent for introducing new shooters to the sport. For those who are recoil sensitive or who have hand strength or mobility concerns that make using a larger caliber firearm more challenging, it's accurate, it's reliable, it's easy to shoot, and as I said, easy on the wallet. Really, the only place I can knock the Security 380 is that it shoots 380, and 380 is more expensive than it should be still here in 2025. Well, anyway, that seems like the perfect spot to end today's video. Fred and I really appreciate you getting this far. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a good day. If you haven't been to our website in a while, check out TheBaconNation.com. Not only do we post recent video links to our website, but we also have many of the graphics featured in our videos. Like say, if you're looking for information on the ADX Cheetah, you can see the graphics that we've used, how some of the ammo has performed we've put through the firearm, and comparison images comparing it versus a number of different firearms. Like for example, how does the ADX stack up size-wise versus the Bodyguard 2.0? And a link to a recent video featuring the firearm. Besides 380s, there's also a section for the other non-380 firearms that we're shooting, like say the CZ P09C Nocturne that we've shot in a few videos now, some comparison images, as well as links to recent videos. If you like our ammo tests, much of the ammo that we've tested so far now has a page on our website. So for example, if you're curious about the Aguila mini shells we recently put through their paces, here are the graphics from that video, along with a link to that video. Some of the breakdown graphics that we don't currently have a dedicated page for, you can also see the graphics for from recent videos, as well as random wildlife pictures, if you're into that kind of thing. So again, check out TheBaconNation.com.